Good evening and welcome to the concluding session of the Captive Power Conference series here on the 16th September in Bhubaneswar. And with me I have Shri B.K. Joshi of the Indian Railways. He is the Chief Freight Traffic Manager of East Coast Railways. That is a new division that has been set up in the recent few years. Welcome to the conference, Mr. Joshi.
Thank
I
you.
hope you had a wonderful conference, sir.
Yes, we had. Thank you very much.
Great, sir. So we'd like to know what the fact that we have created a new division, that the rail has created a new division along the East Coast, highlights the importance of the region in terms of imports of coal, in terms of imports of other items, wherein the East Coast Railways is better poised to develop the hinterland over here. And so in that scenario, in this emerging scenario, when there is huge amount of power generation being set up, what is the plan of the railways, of the East Coast Railways, to meet this surge in demand for raw materials?
Yeah, absolutely. When the new zone was set up here, the idea was to focus on the development of this area, which is a lot of potential, not only in terms of power, but also a lot of steel plants. You know, Orissa is very rich in mineral resources. It produces about 92 minerals, in fact, and more so the iron ore and the coal. Encouraged by this, there are a lot of MOUs, a number of MOUs have been signed by the government of Orissa to set up the steel plants, the power plants, sponge iron plants. What Railways is doing is keeping a very close watch on this, and we have our own scheme of doubling the tracks wherever it is required. And in fact, some areas we are going for the third line to cater to the demand in this area. And we are totally alive to the situation. We keep on constant touch with the industry, with the state governments, with the manufacturers to know their requirement ahead, so that we can create infrastructure which will be sufficient when the production comes in this area.
So the fact that there is a talk of a new corridor being built from New Delhi to Mumbai, which will be basically a diesel traction corridor with much heavier rails, with double-decker rakes to transmit, to turn that into a sort of a high-speed corridor, but with very greatly enhanced tonnage. Is this the future of the railways, sir? Do you think this is the way the railways will be going to enhance freight even along the East Coast?
Yes. The corridor that you are mentioning is the dedicated freight corridor on the western part, where basically the high value but low volume containerized traffic will move from the hinterland of Punjab and New Delhi area to Mumbai port. The idea was to run double-decker container trains and economize on the path, on the capacity generation. Similarly, eastern dedicated corridor also has been announced, which will run from New Delhi right up to Calcutta port, which will basically cater to the bulk transportation. What railway is planning to do is, instead of adding to the number, we are trying to enhance the qualitative aspect of the transportation. For example, our present axle load is only 20.3, which in certain corridors we have already developed and gone up to 25 ton. Now theoretically, if we can do 30 ton axle load and raise the speed to about 55 kilometer on a normal speed, then the capacity enhancement will be almost 40%. No, that is the kind of thinking.
At very little extra capital
very little
cost.
Extra capital cost.
Great.
Yes.
So, sir, in that case, will the East Coast also benefit from this, considering that the New Delhi line will come and terminate at Calcutta?
Yes, it will also benefit in this sense. The traffic will move to a certain extent on the dedicated freight corridor, and there will be linkages to the bulk producing areas like the collieries or the powerhouses or the mineral field. So there will be linkages from the dedicated corridor to the other areas of this.
Right. So the railways are now employing the use of new AC three-phase locomotives, which are also now being co-manufactured or co-produced in India under license agreements. So what is the net infusion of technology, new technology that the railways is planning to use to enhance freight as well as passenger traffic?
See, in our modernization program, there will not only be more powerful locomotives, which can say single locomotives can haul more trailing load, but also upgradation of track, of the signaling systems, and as I said, the upgradation of the wagons system as well. So there is a whole lot of mechanization and upgradation which is going on the railways. The basic idea is to be ahead of the demand.